Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I just want to give you a quick update, show you the cave, show you the gear insanity. The only amp that is not pictured is the Friedman Brown Eye, which I have in transit back to Dave for a little tune-up and maybe something special. So we'll see what happens there. But I just want to give you a quick update, show you everything, and if you have any questions, let me know. This is the Cameron CCV. This is the infamous CCV. I got this used on what did I get this used? This is on Rig Talk, I think. I love this amp. This is my favorite amp. If I had to choose one amp, this would be it. Why? Because it has an amazing clean channel, amazing overdrive, sustain, just tight, and it doesn't need any pedals, and it's just amazing. I love it so much. It's also highly configurable. Every single knob has a three-way switch, which means that you can make it dark, you can make it brighter, you can make it lower gain. It's really endless. So what my clips are is just one example of what you can do with this amp. It has this dual gain, which is for channel 2, which lets you basically mix in the amount of, just the different variations in tone. You can go very guttural, you can go very thick. It really depends on what you want. And then you have a three-way bright switch on each gain knob. And then, in addition, you have a three-way switch on the overall global gain on channel 2. So you can get like high gain, kind of the classic rock. It's pretty amazing. I love this amp, and you'll probably be seeing more videos of this amp than any other amp I have. Then I just got the Friedman Steve Stevens amp. So basically this is a 2-channel amp, but you can choose to have your second channel have an additional gain stage, which is basically the gain switch on the back of the amp. So essentially you can, you know, it's kind of like a dual mode 2-channel, right? Because you can go, you know, kind of a vintagey vibe, which is the regular voicing, and then you can go high gain, which would be comparable to like probably Harry Brown Eye on the B100. People want clips comparing these amps. The more gain you give these amps, probably the more similar they're going to sound. But they are different. They have a different character to them. SS100s has a little bit more of a crunchiness to it. I really like it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, let me move on. So then we have. So you guys have seen these amps before. This is the Cameron Old Bitch. The Cameron Old Bitch is the highest gain amp that I own. And it's my favorite high gain tone. You know, if I had a clean channel on this, it'd probably be neck and neck with the CCV. It'd be tough. This is absolute insanity. This amp has a number of different tonal features, so you can really switch it up here. You have a 3-way bright switch, and then you have a 3-way gain voicing. Similar to the CCV, where you can go like ultra insanity high gain, and then you can bring it down to a more reasonable level. And then what you have is you have a gain trim, so you go real guttural, very Marshall, to very thick, which reminds me of like you know, kind of like AFD 100, PZ 100 type thing. More Marshally this way, more modern this way, and then you can switch it up. And you know what? My philosophy on these switches is that it's more about adjusting to your guitars and cabinets than it is, you know, anything other than that. I mean, it makes it flexible in terms of what your guitar of choice is. Then I have the Atomica, and you guys have seen clips of this. This amp, God, it's hard to explain. This amp has 3 gain modes, which you would apply on the back of the amp. And then it has like an edge switch, which is like a voicing switch. So that's why it's really hard to do clips of these amps and kind of say that that's the definitive clip, because there's so many ways to play these amps, and you know I end up just making everything sound the same, which is natural, right? Because I dial in an amp the way I like it. I play with the same cab. I use the same guitars over and over. But these are all outstanding amps. The Atomic is fantastic. Does a great Van Halen. Does a great, 80s metal. It's not as over the top as the Old Bitch, but it's probably more usable. And if it had a clean channel, it'd be closest to the Brown Eye in that sense, I think. I don't know. It's really hard to compare these things and remember, to be honest. But I love this amp. This is a highly recommend. Highly recommend. All right. Then I have my Suhr SE100, and this is the SE100 mod. This is a very special amp. This is the blackout version, which is slightly tweaked from the regular SE100. I'm not sure if this is Doug Aldrich's exact amp. John kind of goes back and forth about it. It's probably close to what he has in his amps. This amp likes to be loud. It is one of the most, when cranked at band volume, there's nothing quite like it. It's pretty big sounding. What else? And that's pretty much it. I have the Brown Eye as well. And I also have 2 more amps incoming. I have the Rhodes Colossus, which is, I believe, a 4-channel monstrous amp, which should take care of, you know, kind of the metal stuff. And I also got that EVH Stealth Head, which is kind of a tweaked, you know, 5153. I'm not really sure why I ordered that, except, you know, if you look at what I have down here, none of it makes sense. So I'll keep you guys posted. I don't really have anything else coming. I think I want to get like a PC1 because I'm having a severe Def Leppard bender. But if you have any questions or you want to hear anything in particular, let me know. I'm kind of running out of ideas. All right, see you later.